Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the 76ers. For the Celtics, a tremendous road win in Game 4. This crowd wants a repeat performance tonight. Sixers, Celtics, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's the three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Taking a look at Boston. It has to be hard for them to stay present, not to look ahead. But closeout games are often very competitive.
Yeah, and you know the coaching staff has been drilling that into their brains. Don't squander this opportunity. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pounded by Tatum. George outside. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. White with it. Guarded now by Maxey. It's deflected. Inside. Here's Barlow. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
When I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer. Wheeling that ball in, Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight. And the free throw, no good. RJ, was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50, yes, 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
Barlow with a bucket.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
On the wing, Tatum. Launches the three. Pure from three-point range.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Vucevic, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Maxey. He's got 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Ryan, back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. No coverage that time.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the inside. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Tatum's got 5.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Pass to Bona. Out to the wing. The 3 from Edgecombe. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the jam by Brown.
That's you on defense there. You can't give Brown this much room for takeoff or it's going to be a problem.
George outside. Fires in the triple.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
Just over 3.5 minutes go on here in the first. Sinks it from distance.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Brown, that's good. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
George. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Vucevic. Now Hauser. Sinks that one from the post.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Edgecombe. Oh, it would have counted And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Boston out in front. They're up by 3. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
Here's Walsh. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers trailing. Oubre passes to Watford. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Lowry. Fires for 3. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail. He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Shireman. This one for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
All right, fans, give it up for
And Boston with some changes. Hauser, he's checked in for Walsh. Jaylen Brown comes in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Bonus checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Watford. Paul George, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Maxey in for Lowry. Maxey passes to Grimes. George for 3. He drops it from range. George has got 9 points. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that trend came right about the end of my career, so I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role, so, you know, there's that. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Look at Brown, getting it done inside.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Pass to George. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Bona. There's 49 seconds left in the second period.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Brown passes to Tatum for 3. Tatum drills the 3.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
and put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatum comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Pritchard is subbed in for Jason Tatum. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 7.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped! And here we go, the Celtics on the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Sam Hauser.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by White. Jacks up a 3. That one is off. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, here in Game 5, it's going to be an uphill battle in the second half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
A few things for them to focus on: more presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they're trying to punch their ticket to the next, and that is going to do it for us. Let's get back.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Here's Edgecombe. Buries it down low. 5 points in the game.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Philadelphia moving it around. The 3 from Edgecombe. Connects from downtown. Edgecombe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And for Philadelphia, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%. Yes, it's good. Barlow's got 7 points in the game. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Make some noise for Celtics Entertainment. Celtics faithful, your Celtics Entertainment.
So it's Boston now. Here's White driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knocks up the score.
Down low. The kick out to Maxey. Three from Edgecombe. Ada pulls it in. Boston has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Fires the three. Jason Tatum, and that's good. Tatum's got 15 points.
The mechanics of Tatum's jumpers are so solid and allow him to shoot at will there.
Nice shot by George.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him, just let him roll. No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Grimes, he's checked in for Maxey. A minute 58 left in the third. Here's Edgecombe. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Tatum. The shot comes out. 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Barlow. Here's Bonner. George with it. Picked up by Tatum. 4-3. George, good. 16 points for him.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
It's stolen. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's George. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
It seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Got a line change here for Boston. For Boston, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Three-pointer Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. The 76ers have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. The 3 from Edgecombe. On target from range. Edgecombe's got 8 here in this quarter.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Celtics trail by 5. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pritchard gets it to go. And here are the 76ers. They're on an 11-2 run. Back to George. From the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
The buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia.
It's the fourth quarter time.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Here's Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. From deep. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams put a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Maxey against Pritchard. Here's Grimes. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Tatum, good.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadence checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Walsh. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Watford. Paul George, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Allie, thank you. Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by White. Off on the layup.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Maxey with it, now guarded by White. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 7. Brown, the putback. Using the glass to lay it in.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Now George. Puts up the tray. The three is in.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
White.
Sixers foul. Oh, no. Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Derek.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Now it's Maxey. George! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Brown! Oh, the shot is off!
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
George drives in. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
In this series setup, Game 5s are so important. A massive win for the 76ers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And the gutsy showing that'll force a Game 6. They're not ready for their season to be over just yet.
And it says a lot about the character of this team. With all the pressure in the world on them, they come out and perform. Still 2 more must-wins in front of them, but they'll go into Game 6 believing this series is theirs for the taking.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
And Boston calls time here. They're down by 15. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
Pritchard with it. He's against Watford. Using the glass to lay it in. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Grimes up top. Outside Oubre. Jacks up a three. Buries it from outside.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance.